Hello and welcome to a new video. Today it is time for my May the TBR be with you for the month of August. So I'm actually changing things up because this lightsaber mug was designed to get me to read some books that I wouldn't necessarily pick up otherwise. It's not working because I'm rolling too well. So I've decided to change it up, and instead of rolling, I'll still roll my D10 to find out my 5 planets, but instead of rolling 2 D8s to move around the board, I'm going to be using 2 D6s. I'm going to say this backfired this month, but we'll see how it goes following on. So let's just go straight in with my finding out my planets and the first roll. Okay, so I'm using some cute new dice this month because I have acquired quite a few sets. So we're going to start with the D10 and see what 5 planets we need to go to. First up is number 3. That's Mandalore. I'm starting a Mandalore, so that doesn't count. Let's roll again. 0 doesn't count. This is going well. 2. Okay, Coruscant. Next up is Lothal. Next up, back to Coruscant. Next, that is a 9, so Camino. And finally, number 3, back to Mandalore. Okay, so we're starting where we left off on Mandalore. So we have got to get to Coruscant first. So that's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll number 2. 6 and a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see what our first prompt is. Oh, Ahsoka, a book with a dual perspective. Okay, so I landed on Coruscant and I pulled the Ahsoka prompt, which is to read a book with dual perspective. And for this, I am reading Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Last Hours trilogy, and it's August's book for By the Angel Along. So obviously I'm putting this on there. So it's mostly from Cordelia's point of view, but there are also parts where it's from James's point of view. And dual usually means 2, but there are some other perspectives. So we're just going to, for the sake of this prompt, we're just going to say it's a multi-perspective one, because it's my game and I can stretch the prompt if I want. Okay, we still have 5 to go. We've got to get to Lothal now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll number 3. 6 and a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll number 4. 4 and a 1. Let's move that out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll number 5. 4 and a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll number 6. A 2 and a 1. 1, 2, 3. We are on Lothal. Let's see what prompt we've got. Hera, a book with a strong female character. Next up, I landed on Lothal and I pulled the Hera card, which is a book with a strong female character. And for this, I'm going to read Set on You by Amy Lear. She's literally a fitness influencer. Strength. There we go. Roll number 7. Hey, it's a double 1. We move through hyperspace all the way to Coruscant. And this time the prompt is Han Solo, a book with a heist or criminal activity. Next, I headed back to Coruscant and I pulled the Han Solo card, which is to read a book with a heist or criminal activity. And for this, I will be reading Deviate by J. Christoph. This is the second book in the Lifelike series. I really enjoyed the first book and there is a lot of criminal activity in this. Okay, so we have 3 more rolls left and we've got to get from Coruscant to Camino and then Camino to Mandalore. I think this is working. I'm going to need lightsabers this month. Roll number 8. It's an 11. 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Roll number 9. Hey, double four, straight to Camino. And the prompt is Omega, a book with adventure. Next, we ended up on Camino, and I pulled the Omega card, which is a book with adventure. For this, I'm going to be reading Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I'm really excited about this one because whilst I did not like Beach Read, I really enjoyed You and Me on Vacation, and they go on holiday in this, so there's adventure there. And I think it's safe to say I'm not making it to Mandalore. So roll number 10. Oh my god. No. No, I wanted a lightsaber this month. Why am I tempted to roll again? We're on Mandalore. Oh, Bo-Katan, a book with a sibling relationship. And then you see where this backfired because I ended up rolling 3 doubles altogether, which meant I managed to make it to different planets. Yeah. So I made it back to Mandalore, where I started, and pulled the Bo-Katan prompt, which is a book with a sibling relationship. And this has worked out perfectly because I'm going to be reading Middle Game by Shauna Maguire. This is Chloe Reads Books Patreon buddy read, and I'm very excited to buddy read it. And yeah, but it is basically about twins, so there's a sibling relationship there. So yeah, so that is all of the prompts for my TBR game. I am taking part in 2 readathons in August. Royal Readathon has the next round, which is obviously the readathon hosted by myself and Liv over at Liv Magical Bookland, and August theme is Sizzling Summer, which is essentially just me wanting to read loads of romance. So I'll be taking part in that, and I'll also be taking part in Series TBR-a-thon, which is the next round of that, which is a bingo board, and it's created by Tori over at Scottish Lass Reads. So there are 10 prompts for Royal Readathon, and I am doubling up. I'm not doing the whole 1 book per prompt, and I'll probably do each prompt more than once because some of these books are going to have multiple of them. So first up, Chain of Iron is going to fit for Snow White, which is read a book with a 1-bed trope. Little Mermaid, which is read a book with miscommunication. Mulan, which is read a book with forced proximity. And Sleeping Beauty, which is read a book with an arranged marriage. This will also work on Series TBR-a-thon for continuous series. Next up, I'll be reading Text Appeal by Amber Roberts. I'm going to be buddy reading with Ash for this one. And this one definitely will fit the Frozen prompt, which is read a book with friends to lovers, which is kind of perfect that I'm buddy reading this with Ash. And then it fits for Series TBR-a-thon, it fits Reader 2023 release. This is an arc for a book that comes out, I think, August or September. So, yeah. Next up, we have Set on You by Amy Lear. This is going to fit the Cinderella prompt, which is read a book with a happily ever after. It's a contemporary romance. It's going to have happily ever after. I will say if any of these books fit any other prompts when I'm reading them, I will add them to that. But I've noted that I have done every prompt once. I'm going to finally do my reread of Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, and this fits the Peter Pan prompt, which is read a book with fake dating. I said in my recommendations, this is perfect if you're not a fan of fake dating, because the fake dating has nothing to do with the actual romance plot. She is a girlfriend for hire. It's said in like the first couple of chapters, or the first chapter, I think. So yeah, it's not the sort of fake dating that everyone assumes. And this is also going to fit Princess and the Frog, read a book with enemies to lovers. And then the final 2 prompts for Royal Readathon are going to be with Restless Slumber by KJ Sutton, which is Beauty and the Beast, which is read a book with an unconventional love interest. And also Hercules, which is read a dark romance. Anything with like a fae sort of relationship is going to be a dark romance. I'm very excited to continue this series. For Series TBR-a-thon, this fits read a series a friend keeps nagging you to read. Lisa actually put the first one in my original try of the Lisa Made Me Do It vlog, and I really enjoyed it. That was one of the few books I did enjoy off that list. So I'm going to just go in because she keeps telling me to continue the series, so I'm going to. And then for series TBR-a-thon, I have a few more. Deviate is going to fit the Read Your Most Anticipated Series book. I absolutely adored Lifelike, and I'm so excited to carry this on this month. And then Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. It is the start of Mass Along in August, which is hosted by Ash over at Ash's Bookish Life and Tori at Scottish Lass Reads. This is also going to fit for Read a Series book published before 2023. It's definitely published before 2023, so we're fine there. And then I do have another book. I'm going to say this is definitely going to fit some Royal Readathon prompts, so I'll note those down when I've read it. I'm also going to be reading Hang the Moon by Alexandra Bellefleur. This is the second book in the... Is it the Written in the Stars series? The first book is Written in the Stars. Me and Ash Buddy read it a few months back and we both really enjoyed it. So I'm really excited to continue. We're again going to buddy read. And I'm saying it like that because usually with a buddy read, you set out a set amount of pages to read each day. I've been struggling with those types of buddy reads. I will be doing that type of buddy read with this, but I'm trying not to do them because I've been struggling. However, when I say buddy read, it means we're literally just going to start it on the same day and just read at our own paces and then like just talk when we get to certain bits. So, which I think me and Andy said we were going to do with this because we've both read it before, so we literally cannot spoil it if we wanted to talk about it. So yeah, I think that's all the books. Oh no, there is one more. I need to double check if this is actually happening because I'm supposed to be doing a buddy read with my friends B and Kelly B for Fairy Tale by Stephen King. I need to double check if that's still happening, but it's a Stephen King book I'm actually interested in. My mum has read it and she thinks I'll like it. She really enjoyed it and it's very different from his other stuff that I have read, so I'm hoping I enjoy it. I'm hoping to get to some more things. I will be doing another So and So Made Me Do It vlog. You wouldn't have seen the July one yet because I'm actually doing it this week when I'm filming this video. So you wouldn't have seen July's one yet. But for August, I think I'm going with Gem. So you'll find out at some point in August what books I'm reading for that. It's none of these, but at least one of them will fit on some prompts for Royal Readathon. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're going to be taking part in either Royal Readathon or Series TBR-a-thon. There are going to be so many sprints throughout the month of August on my channel, on Tori's channel. Andy's going to be doing some, I think Gem's doing some, everyone's like chipping in and doing some sprints. So there are going to be so many sprints on all of our channels throughout the month. I'm doing a 48-hour readathon with some help from friends. Tori is, and I think Liv is as well at the end of the month. So there's always going to be something on almost every day. So I hope to see you at some of those sprints, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.